Welcome to Secure the Soft Life. I'm Dr. Raquel Tosin, and let's get right into it. Cause baby, y'all been on one. Tabitha Brown made a comment that went viral, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Let's talk about it today. So, Tabitha Brown, you know, she got famous for eating avocados basically and being vegan, and she has put in the work. And when she went viral, she was actually working as a Lyft or Uber driver or something. So this comment just made sense to me. Okay, so let me just hear what y'all got to say. But here's the comment. Tabitha said, "Get a job. You can't make art or run a business when you're worried about how you're going to eat. It's not selling out, it's surviving." I wholeheartedly agree. That starving artist thing, no. Ain't nobody got time to be starving, okay? Stomach growling, we don't need that, because when you get hangry, you're not nice. I'm just saying, eat, people. You need to eat. But I will say this. I do believe in getting a job, but I do believe that getting a job that aligns with your purpose whenever possible. It's not either or, it's both and. So I can have a job and still be aligned with my purpose. I'm gonna get into it. Y'all just stay with me. Just stay with me. This is gonna be a good one. As Steve Harvey said, it's gonna be a good one, folks. Somebody's gonna win. Well, somebody's gonna get some good information today. Tabitha Brown told the truth. She wasn't lying. Now, I know some people may not have liked it because it's like, oh, you're not encouraging us. We're trying to get in the business. We're trying to get where you are. Just don't tell us to go get a job. I don't know what the people are getting so upset. I do understand that it's like you don't want to have a plan B, because if you have a plan B, then you're basically believing that your plan A is not going to work. And I guess I disagree, because I don't think that plan B is I'm giving up on plan A. It's like in the meantime. So it's like I'm going from, if you put in your destination, you can put in like where you want to go, and then you can put in stops along the way, and it'll like route you to the stops. I feel like that's more what it is. It's like maybe plan A is to get to this point, but on the way to that point, you're going to stop. I think I don't know, maybe I didn't share it here, but my goal is to live in a place where I can actually see the ocean, not just water. Like right now, I'm looking at water. I'm looking at water right now, but it's not the ocean. It's not the waves that put me to sleep at night. Is not no saying nothing like that. But that's still my goal. But on the way to that goal, I said, well, let me go live at the marina. Just saying. So I decided to move to the marina. Now that I didn't give up on my dream to live at the ocean, but I'm closer to that goal because I'm still at water, and I'm 7 minute walk to the ocean where I am right now. So not necessarily this is plan B. This is just my like in the meantime. So maybe we shouldn't call it a plan B. Maybe it's plan point half or half of A. I don't know, but I just know that social media went crazy, and I'm just trying to help because listen, there's a lot of pressure on entrepreneurs and artists, trying to make it to where, to give our goals. Because I'm one of those. I'm an artist, I'm an entrepreneur, and I have something I'm striving for. And I quit my one job, but I got another job. I got different jobs. I got other things. I'm not just focused on solely like my writing my books. I do have other things that I'm doing. But I think one of the main things is to find things that align with your purpose. Now, one thing I believe that people get confused, purpose and passion, because purpose don't always look like what your passion look like. I am passionate about I don't really know what I'm passionate about other than living at the ocean, but I can't make a job out of living at the ocean. I don't know. Maybe I can. Maybe I need to think about that. I might be able to do that. And my purpose really is about educating. It's about sharing the truth with people. It's, so it's not living at the ocean. As much as I love it, that's not why God put me here. Now, He's going to allow me to live at the water, but that wasn't the purpose that He put me here for. So there may be some people that their dream job, or they're passionate about becoming an actor, but maybe the purpose is that you entertain, or that you are creative. You can be creative in other ways while you wait for that acting job that you want. You can still create. YouTube allows us to create all kinds of. There are people out there creating that are acting, and I believe Miss Rachel was an actor, and she started her Miss Rachel phenomena while she was, I guess, probably waiting to become an actor. But she's like famous and rich, and she's performing, and she's entertaining the babies. She's doing the purpose. I don't know if that's her purpose because I don't know her, but I'm just saying there are ways that we can get around it. And nowadays, there are ways that we can even make money at doing the things that we love. But going back to what Tabitha said, that you got to be able to eat. If you're not eating, you need to look for a job. Plain and simple. I'm just saying, I can help. If you go to my Purpose Finder GPT, you go in there and put in what your date of birth, and if you know your mid-heaven sign, that will be good. And then put in there, it'll show you like what your purpose is and what will be good for you to do. And then if none of those things on there actually make money, if you have to be like, I don't know, if you can't find a job in that, then say, hey, what if I have this job? How can I make this align more with who I am? I'm just saying. There's ways for us to really live out our purpose while we're waiting to live our dream. And hopefully your dream is a part of your purpose. But if not, hey, no judgment. Do you? But just know that you may have to have a job, and a job is easier to stomach, easier to, I don't know, go to when it is aligned with who you are, with your purpose in life. Is so much easier. You will not come home exhausted and just like, oh, I can't do anything. I don't have any energy to do my art, or I don't have any energy to write my book. I don't have any energy to sew on my collection. And that's why a lot of people quit those jobs, because those jobs drain them. But when you have a job that helps fulfill your purpose, it doesn't drain you like that. So you do have time after the 9 to 5 to do your 5 to 9 and do your business, to work on your craft, to do all those other things. So I agree with Tabitha Brown. I wholeheartedly agree with her. However, I really do believe that it's important for you to find purposeful work. It's time for us to be purpose driven. It's time for us to be in alignment with who we really are. And like I said, if your dream job or your career, if that is who you are, and it's just not making money for you yet, keep at it. Get you a little side gig. I talked to my Lyft driver, and he said he quit his real job to do Lyft full time because of the flexibility, and he can make a lot of money. And he works a lot at night, overnight, because he said people really need it. And he gives them an opportunity to have safe transportation. But he gets paid a lot. And he can work 10 hours if he wants. He can work 12 hours if he wanted in the day. That's pretty cool. Now, is that his purpose? We didn't get to have a chat to figure out if that was his purpose. But if you were a communicator like me, driving a Lyft, I guess I could still communicate with people. I could still impart knowledge. I could still talk to people, and share with them while I was driving a Lyft. So I'm just asking you all, calm down on the Tabitha Brown hate, because she didn't mean no harm. I know she didn't mean no harm. I don't know her personally, but I know she didn't mean no harm. She was just saying that you need to eat. She's concerned about people struggling, and struggling is sexy. And we don't have to struggle to the extent that we can't eat, that we begging people for money or we begging people for food. We don't have to struggle like that, because there's opportunities out there for us all. And like I said, if those jobs were just sucking your soul and that's why you had to quit, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I'm just saying, do not sink the ship because of pride. And the best way that I know how to help you is to help you find work that is aligned with your purpose, so it doesn't feel horrible, so it doesn't feel just wrong, right? Because remember the scripture that I love to quote when I talk about work. And that says, "For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." Work should not feel burdensome and heavy. So, signs that you are on an aligned job. You're using skills that show up in your business and your art. You can show up as yourself. No code switching needed. No soul suppression needed. No, I can't be me at this job. The job doesn't drain your creativity. It funds it. I love that one, right? Because the job should be funding it. So with your paycheck, you eating, and now you got more money to buy the stuff that you need to do to create your art, to create your business, to keep you going. But that job should not drain your creativity. All right, and then you feel peace. Even if the job is not glamorous, you're still going to have some peace at the end of the day. You did your work, you got your paycheck, and now you can move on. Provision shouldn't be a punishment. Like, oh, you didn't do well in your business, so you're going to go get this crappy job that you'll hate, and it'll suck the life out of you and serves you right because you couldn't make this business work. No, that's not what anybody is saying. If God put it in your heart, it's going to happen. And then provision will be made, but the provision may actually come because God provides a small part-time job that gives you just enough money to take care of all your needs and to have some to invest into your business. And the job is aligned with you, with your purpose, aligned with you spiritually, so will not suck the life out of you. I believe that. Employment can be a part of alignment. The thing is, if you need to eat, if you need to pay your rent, you need to pay your car note, keep the lights on, you need some more money to invest in your business because you might need to travel, that money from the job can do all of that. So I don't believe she was saying get a job and forget about your dreams. She was saying get a job in the meantime to keep you alive, to keep all your needs met while you wait patiently for your dream to be manifested. When you plant a seed, all you can do is plant it in good ground. You want to water it, you make sure it gets the sunlight, all of the things, right? But you can't make it grow. That's not our part. So it's the same way with our business, our dreams, our desires, all that, the things that we want to manifest. I know it's people out here telling you that you can manifest it quicker. And I do believe that our mind, we can mess it up and we can put it in the bad soil, and the weeds can, choke it out. All of that because of our bad, our negative thoughts and the negative energy. But for the most part, if we're doing everything right, we still have to wait for God's divine timing for things to happen. It could be 2 months, it could be 2 years, it could be 20 years. We just have to know that God's got us. What's for us is going to be for us. And in the meantime, we're going to find employment. It doesn't feel like a punishment because our provision should never be a punishment. I don't know. I hope that helps somebody. I don't know. It helped me. It helped me because I'm building my dream over here. And like I said, I am looking for part-time work. I am, ramping up my business. I'm actually working a little bit more on my business because I need to make sure that the provisions come in. We all need that. So, what job could give you peace while you build your dream? That's a question for you to answer. If you are a person that's, out here, grinding, building dreams, and not grind, because I really hate that word. Y'all know I'm like a flow person, right? And that's the thing. It's like if we're flowing in our purpose, we've got our business going, we're working on our dreams. I just believe that the right part-time job or even full-time job, if you need those benefits, because that's huge, even a full-time job is going to come that aligns with who you are and it's going to make everything flow. I believe that's going to happen for you. And the other thing is pride keeping you from provision. Make sure you really think about that. And you're not getting a job because what are people gonna say if I have to get a job? It don't matter. Those people talking about you anyway. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. The people who you worried about might say something if you go get a job. Those people are already talking about you. So you may as well do what you want to do. Don't worry about that. And then how can you rethink a job as part of a purpose path? That's something that you really need to work on too. If you do need a job, but how can you think of that job as a part of your path, to live out your purpose? Yeah. So do not quit dreaming. Even if you have to get a job, keep dreaming, keep believing, keep working on your dream. You're creating the stability that allows your dream to breathe and grow. That's what a job is. That's what you're doing. If you're one of the people out here, because I know everybody wasn't talking negatively about it. Some people are like, yeah, she right, because I got a job. She right, because I just got a job. So if you are those people that you are working while you're working on your business, kudos. I support you. I believe in you. I'm clapping, I'm cheering you on, just like I hope you're cheering me on too. And then lastly, God's provision comes in many forms, y'all. Sometimes it's a client, sometimes it's a paycheck from a job, and sometimes it's somebody just like, hey, I thought about you. I just wanted to send you a little something. And we're going to take that too. So I hope that this was good for somebody. If you enjoyed it, share with somebody who is working on their business and waiting for their big breaks. Share this with somebody and just know that we got this. We're going to find the right kind of jobs because we're not going to take any kind of jobs because, like I said, provision will not be a punishment. Remember this prayer. God, continue to show us how good life can be. Ashe, and so it is. Until next week, y'all. Bye-bye.